Cee Dee Lamb is holding out because he wants a new contract and he has all of the leverage. The Cowboys' next best receiver is an aging Brandon Cooks who hasn't been great since 2021 and is on the decline. After that, the next best option is Jalen Tolbert, who has just 24 catches over 2 seasons. The depth the Cowboys have at wide receiver is almost as bad as their current backfield situation. Cee Dee Lamb has the power to hold out and to demand to be the highest paid receiver ever because he has earned it on the field, and the Cowboys will be in real trouble if he is not playing week 1 against the Browns. But how did the Cowboys get here? The answer can be found when the Cowboys decided to sign Michael Gallup and trade away Amari Cooper. After 2021, the Cowboys decided to trade Amari Cooper because he was making $20 million a year with 3 years left on his contract in favor of saving a little bit of money by extending Michael Gallup to a 5-year deal, paying him $11.5 million a year. The idea was that they would use the money to build the roster elsewhere. In principle, this was not necessarily a horrible idea, but the decision then was moronic, and it is even worse looking back at it. At the time, Michael Gallup only had 2 years of great production and was coming off of an injury-riddled season that was capped off with a torn ACL. It was never a good idea to move off of the route technician that Amari Cooper is in favor of Michael Gallup, who relied heavily on his athleticism in the first place with no knowledge of how good he would be after a torn ACL. In the present day, Michael Gallup is now retired after the Cowboys cut him, and Amari Cooper is fresh off 2 1,000-yard seasons with the Browns. If the Cowboys had just kept Amari Cooper at the time, they would have probably seen a lot more playoff success over the previous 2 years, would have a lot more leverage over Cee Dee Lamb right now because they'd have a backup plan, and even if they made Cee Dee Lamb the highest paid receiver in the NFL right now, with Amari Cooper on their roster, their combined salaries would be less than that of Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, less than Devonta Smith and AJ Brown, roughly the same as Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs, and a little bit more than DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. It is my opinion that the decision to trade Amari Cooper with 3 years left on his contract for a 5th round pick ruined a half decade at least of Cowboys football.